Every time you open Netflix, it performs what feels like a magic trick. Out of thousands of movies and shows, it somehow places one title in front of you, and far more often than chance would allow, it's exactly the one you're about to watch. But here's the mystery. Netflix doesn't know what you're thinking. It can't read your mind. So how can it predict your next choice with such unsettling accuracy? Stickman decided to investigate. He stood in front of a giant wall covered with thousands of tiny movie posters. Action, comedy, mystery, horror, documentaries. Picking one at random seemed hopeless. Yet a small machine beside the wall confidently slid out a single recommendation. Stickman watched it. It was surprisingly good. Coincidence? He tried again. Another recommendation. Another perfect match. Something mathematical was hiding inside the machine. His first guess was simple. Maybe it only remembers what I watched yesterday. So, he watched 3 action movies in a row. The machine recommended a documentary about space. That wasn't even close. Or was it? The documentary happened to be narrated by the same actor from one of those action films. Suddenly, Stickman realized the machine wasn't thinking in genres. It was seeing invisible connections. But how? He pulled open the machine's back panel. Instead of gears, he found a gigantic network. Every movie was connected by thin lines. Some shared actors, others shared directors, themes, music, pacing, or even the emotions viewers reported feeling. It looked less like a list of movies and more like a giant web. That's when the first clue appeared. The machine wasn't asking, "What movie comes next?" It was asking, "Which movies are mathematically similar?" Imagine every movie as a point in space. If 2 movies share many characteristics, they sit close together. If they have almost nothing in common, they're far apart. Without ever understanding stories like a human, the machine can measure distance between movies using numbers. Smaller distance means greater similarity. Larger distance means they're probably unrelated. Stickman smiled. Mystery solved. Except, it wasn't. Because millions of people watch the same movies, yet everyone received different recommendations. The network alone couldn't explain that. He searched deeper and discovered another hidden map. This one wasn't made of movies. It was made of people. Every viewer became another point connected by invisible lines. If 2 people consistently enjoyed many of the same shows, they drifted closer together. Even if they had never met, mathematics considered them neighbors. Now something incredible happened. Suppose you and another person both loved 10 identical shows. Then that person watched an 11th show you've never seen and loved it. The machine quietly notes, people with similar tastes enjoyed this too. Suddenly, that show appears in your recommendations. This idea is called collaborative filtering. It doesn't need to understand the movie itself. It simply discovers patterns hidden inside millions of viewing decisions. Instead of asking, "What is this movie about?" it asks, "Who else liked it?" The recommendation wasn't based on a guess. It was based on geometry hiding inside human behavior. But Stickman noticed one final puzzle. If the machine only recommended familiar things, nobody would ever discover something new. So every now and then, it intentionally surprised him. A completely different genre appeared. A foreign film, a documentary, an indie series. Why would a prediction system deliberately risk being wrong? Because mathematics isn't only about exploiting what it already knows. Sometimes it has to explore. Imagine you're searching for the best restaurant in a city. You could keep returning to your favorite place forever. Or you could occasionally try somewhere new. Most experiments might disappoint you, but one could become your new favorite. Recommendation systems face exactly the same dilemma. Too much exploration creates bad recommendations. Too little exploration prevents discovering better ones. Finding the right balance is itself a mathematical optimization problem. Stickman stepped back and looked at the entire machine again. It wasn't predicting the future through magic. It was uncovering patterns too large for any human to notice. Every click, every pause, every finished episode became a tiny mathematical clue. Individually, they meant almost nothing. Together, they formed a map of preferences, similarities, and probabilities. The real secret wasn't Netflix. It was mathematics quietly connecting people, choices, and patterns through networks, distances, probabilities, and optimization. And that's the twist. Every recommendation isn't just about movies. It's a reminder that mathematics can find hidden structure inside enormous amounts of information without ever reading a single mind. If you're wondering what other everyday mysteries are secretly powered by mathematics, our next investigation is already waiting.